The young guys we have this year are just phenomenal, and they're really open for education and hungry for it. You know, they've generally got their education from families or from coaches previously, or if they've come through the collegiate system. We have sort of group talks once a week in those early days to try and get them up to speed on the education, and that is in all areas of nutrition. We will test them a little bit more frequently to make sure that they are hydrated. We educate families, if they're living with families, on the demands of MBA, or if they do have a chef, we might encourage them to have one that we know that has some level of education on it. So they're a fun group. The thing that I think they probably enjoy the most is they get that individual attention that they may have not got previously. Pre-game, it could be during the game, it could be after the game. They're getting things now that they haven't got in the past that is suited to their body. My biggest part is for them to know a lot more about their body. So they have a whole education session. They'll get to know about how much fluid they lose and is there a salty sweater. They'll get to know different sort of foods and how they taste and how you can optimize that. So a great group, fun to work with in the education process. I really enjoy watching the veteran players sitting down and helping the 2As or the young guys with their education on basketball. It's phenomenal since we have such a veteran team. The young guys look up to the veterans, and so it's really crucial that I have the veterans dialed in because they are great role models and probably way more powerful than I am in getting a nutrition message across. When they're with us versus the herd, you know, can be different. The big difference and the hardest thing about that is the standard of nutrition available to them. They have to work for it a little bit because when they're with the herd or they need to sort of be independent, a lot more independent. Definitely send things with them. Their minutes are going to increase when they are with the herd. So we will send them a little care package just to help them through. So the interesting thing is we have a few new guys that have a lot of experience in basketball. And we do things a little differently here. They've fortunately been really open, so I'm really grateful for that, and I still got to do a little bit more testing on them to get to know their body better and help them become even more educated on what suits them best in nutrition. With the young guys, what I have going moving forward is we've got a lot of goals for them. Some of them we need to put on some muscle mass. You've seen the journey Giannis as an 18-year-old, right, to what he is now. And that's what many of them aspire to. We're really trying to maximize their intake and education. So SIS has allowed me to personalize products. I go to them and say, I need this. This is the physiology of this human body. One thing that's a real goal for me this year is I have enough history of most of our starting guys, their bloods. And I don't think the reference ranges are quite correct, so for some of the players, because of their demands or the size of their body or their being African American. So we're really working in that, talking to specialists around the world, and then we're going to design our own supplement, dietary supplement line, and then make it individual for every one of those players. I couldn't do what I do today without the great partnership with Science and Sport. SIS has been phenomenal. They've gone on the journey with me and never said no to things that I am wanting to produce. We're doing things that no other NBA team is doing, so I can't tell you everything, but I'm really excited with some of the things we're moving forward.